Hello, welcome to Precise Algorithm Trading. It is Monday, March 18th, 2024, and we'll dive right in here to our automated trading systems. Our Dow futures actually had a nice little pop here in the last couple days. It rounded off a little bit there toward the end of the day, I think, and so yeah, this is the last few days of trading. Today we had a couple winners and then took some back, so no big deal. Not even big winners or losers there. So the Russell continues to just dribble along here, is what it is. Two trades today, really nothing to talk about. And the NASDAQ here, we're curling back over again after putting in some new peaks. So hopefully they don't last, this dribble doesn't last long, and we can go take off to the upside some more. We got some volatility, I think, coming back into the market. That was a rough end of the day there for the last trade, but you'll have that. Our manual trading systems. The the S&P 500 today ended up being up 0.63%. And I'm not really seeing anything to get too excited about here. It is interesting. Oh, okay, I see. It's that little candle up there. If you can't see it, we had a pull back down and a bounce back up. Those are almost doji candlesticks because they're such small bodies. There's some pretty serious indecision going on in the markets right now. However, this trend line, the green line, which is our 30 period moving average, is really it's the line that's telling us that that is the trend, and it's been the trend that way since the 2nd of November, and you can see how well it's been, you know, handling it. I don't even think it rolled over back here. It just, yeah, there's nothing really to, like I say, nothing to get excited about. Even if it comes under and gives us a new buy signal, I actually think it's possible that we could get a more serious blow off top. And, there's only, I don't want to jump into that just yet. That's the VIX. The blow off top here, we've got this wedge that's up here. You can see we're kind of just messing around inside of it. We popped out a little bit to the upside. We came down to the bottom line, and now we've bounced back up again. I know it's tiny, but um, I could see a potential for something coming out of this and just practically going straight up. And it's happened before, is the reason why I want to bring that up. And a catalyst like the Fed meeting could be something that does that. Um, just going into a Fed meeting, the markets get like skittish, and then once they release news, even if there is no news, they tend to relax or they get scared. I mean, it's one way or the other, and that makes a big market move normally. The McClellan oscillators here, if nothing else, pull back. They could pull back farther, and that's part of the reason why I think we could, possibly break out to the upside because um, even if they pull back, to the 200 level here, it wouldn't be an enormous move. And again, if we go back to I'm going to close that. If we go back to the trend is up. So the path of least resistance right now really is up, and anything else would be um, a shock, I think, to the market. it might just turn out to be a shock like this was back here, where you get just a pullback and then go from there. But um, even these longer term, the RSI Laguerre down here at the bottom, this is the daily chart. It is not showing any sign of weakness here. The stochastics is rolling over, but you can see that's happened a number of times while the RSI Laguerre hung in right there. So um, the Dow Jones went up 75 points today. I'm still looking really for that 40,000. Now the candles are red. And we do have a little bit of movement to the downside here on the RSI Laguerre. So but really nothing else. So and the trend is still up. It's green. I don't know. Is there a red? Yeah, there was a red break there just the other day. So that could be a fly in the ointment. And actually, any kind of a move lower from here would unwind a lot of pent up bears to get them all excited, and then we could rip their face off and go back bullish again. And I say that kind of tongue in cheek because it's happened to me plenty of times. So, but we're following the trend, and we're following our rules, and we're following our discipline, and that's really everything. Here, the Russell was down 14.5 points, or 0.72% today. And the 30 period moving average broke a little today. It's red. And you can see we're starting to think about getting oversold in the stochastics area down here into the reversal zone. The trend is the short term is red there, but the polarity looks fine. Higher highs and higher lows. The transports today look like they're just building up in a sideways pattern, like they have been. And if this buildup plays out to the upside, which right now it's not, but I'd say this is the line in the sand, this pivot right here, for if this thing fails and starts to roll over seriously. But if otherwise, this is just a box that it's walking around in, and we could break out higher and take out this recent high pivot. And get up to the all-time high, I believe. All right, next. We talked about the Dow. The Nasdaq would be next, and it's up 130 points today, or 0.82%, and just cooking right along. With a small gap there too, although we've had gaps along the way here for a while. Oil went up 2.16% today, and that target is really getting close. I think that's just amazing. I drew that target in back here, or somewhere back here. So it's too bad I didn't stick with the trade, but when it was up and it got too volatile, I got out. So that is all right. TLT is bonds. Sort of waiting for the potential to get back in again. If I go to the weekly chart, the 30 period moving average is up. So if I get a shot to get back in again, we could see a new breakout that could look like the previous one here. So this would be a impulse wave and a pullback, and we could get another impulse wave coming out of that to get us back up to some of these highs and unwind all that. I mean, this instrument got really bearish when it came from some pretty good highs, a high of 179.70, and now we're sitting down here in the 95 range. This could be a really tradable instrument possibly for a while. All right. Gold, last but not least, for what we're going to look at here. Actually, I want to look at Bitcoin as well. So gold is in this pullback after this giant run. BITO is in one of the similar kind of a pullback. And let's look at the VIX that I put away a little bit ago. The VIX pulled up into a couple green candles, bullish candles I should say, and then we've had a bearish candle today. So the VIX technically went down today. We're still pretty sideways in the VIX, and there's really no conclusions to draw just yet. It'll be interesting to see what the Fed does for this. And then last but not least, let's go to stockcharts.com and look at the bullish percent indices. Point and figure charts, type in bullish. The industrials didn't move today. The NYA went down 0.22%. The transports didn't move today. The NASDAQ went down 0.65%. The SPX went up 0.85%. The OEX went up 1.47%. And the NDX went up 6.12%. Draw your own conclusions. Trading is an individual journey, but my suggestion from a teaching standpoint is make sure you know your risk and make sure you're using your disciplines, your stops as necessary. So until next time, take care.